Hey, this is George, and this is Real Talk with George and Frazier. Frazier is logging in right now, so he'll be with us shortly. But we have another banger for you today. Listen, we have voice actor Mr. Bruce Thomas with us. Bruce, welcome to Real Talk.
Hi.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Doing good, good. Listen, listen.
Everything good?
Everything is good. You know, it's raining over here in New Jersey, but rain is always good.
Oh, you're in Jersey. Where?
I'm in Jackson, New Jersey. You know where Six Flags is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I live right around the corner.
Oh, cool.
So, tell the fans a little bit about your background and bio. Every time Frazier and I try to do this, we just butcher
it. Well, I've been an actor for 30 plus years. Started when I was in my early 20s back in New York. Okay. Used to live in New Jersey. Used to live in southern New Jersey in Metuchen, actually, when I was going to school.
Okay.
Take the train out there on the way to Princeton and a couple stops from there. But yeah, so I started out in soap operas and then moved out to LA, got into films, doing a bunch of commercials, TV, all kinds of stuff. Most people know me from Legally Blonde. Most people know me from Hall Pass or Kyle XY, the TV series on ABC Family. And in the last 10 years, I've been really finding a lot of success in voiceover. So that's the path I'm on now.
Absolutely. So let me ask you, in the acting field, you know, a lot of people say it's a young person's game or it's a young person's industry. How has it changed that you've seen it change recently? I mean, we have so many things now about being socially correct, even social media policies that we're seeing a lot of businesses adapt. I mean, we're seeing actors being fired for something that they said on social media years ago. You know, it's kind of like a lot. How is it? Has it changed? My question is, has it changed for the bad or has it changed for the good, in your opinion?
Well, man, that's a heavy topic. It's always, actors have always had to watch out for what they had to say. But that was when there was only press that was shown on television when the press people or networks chose it to be on television. Now, right. Of course, you've got social media that's 24/7. Everybody's got a cell phone nonstop. So people, when they ask actors questions, sometimes they're fishing just to try to push buttons and trying to get a response from people. And then human beings are all emotional. So sometimes you say something that, oh gosh, I didn't really mean that. That came out wrong, that blah, blah, blah. But people have got you. They've got you right there on camera. And so they can repeat it and play and recycle it and show everybody what a jerk you are when it was never intended in the first place. Sometimes it was intended, and some people have their comeuppance due. But I think it's gone way overboard, personally. Obviously, all the politically correct stuff is there for a good reason. It's so that we don't hurt people's feelings, and a lot of us have to learn, especially people my age, have to sort of relearn culture and say, okay, we used to find these things funny. A lot of people don't find them funny. We have to hear that. So that it's a double-edged sword.
I mean, I can respect that, but I'm 47 years old. Okay. So things that were funny to me at 15, 16, 18, 25, 27, they were funny to me. Okay. I do understand that we have a certain level of sensitivity to that now, today's age. But what I don't get is how, let's say, for instance, actors like Kevin Hart get denied an opportunity for something that they said and they apologize for.
Right.
What I don't get is how an actor on his TV series can get fired for something he said years ago that either he's addressed, you see what I mean, or you know he's made a legitimate argument on his behalf, one or the other. How an actor on a great series like A Mandalorian can be thrown under the bus for something that was said, but in certain contexts and not really shown the entire thought process of what was said or how it was said. You know what I mean? Like knee-jerk reactions. Yes, I know that a lot of people on a lot of different platforms use gotcha social media or gotcha journalism for views, likes, and clicks. That's the name of the game. But I just feel myself that, look, actors have a great ability to make you laugh, make you cry, put you someplace, to take away the pain. They have that great ability, but they're also, like you said, human beings as well too. And to penalize somebody for something that they said years ago is just like, well, what world do we live in? It's not fair to me. I can't wrap my mind around it for some of the things that I've said publicly, privately, laughed at. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't truly understand that. Are you feeling that kind of?
100%. I agree 100%. I think people should be allowed to apologize, for God's sake. We can't anymore. The apology is not enough.
Right.
You have to be, for lack of a better word, for an abused word, you have to be canceled. And
right.
It's not fair. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I'm starting to get emotional about it.
All right. I apologize for the emotion.
No.
Voice acting it's a question that somebody asked, so I'm just going to ask it. Is that where all the actors go to die, or is that the new rebirth?
I hope not. That's where actors go to have fun. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
I don't look at it that way. It's another option for anybody that's a performer. It's a great little venue to do. I've got a studio over to my left here, right in the kitchen of where I live. Mm-hmm. And I get up in the morning and I go grab a coffee, and I did almost the entire Call of Duty game from this room right here, all during the pandemic. So mm-hmm. You can't beat that. Being able to work. A lot of on-camera actors that are still alive are, as you say, they're still living.
Right.
Had to take the year off, pretty much.
Right. And how did you get the Call of Duty job?
Oh, the usual route. I just came in to audition for Ivy Eisenberg. She's a great casting director. I've known her for years. She put me in a film 15 years ago or so, and we've been friends and business associates. And she knew I was right for this and called me in, and we had a great time. She put me on camera to do some, because this was all done with motion capture as well. So we had to do an on-camera audition and interview, and then met everybody from Raven Studios, and it was an instant mesh, I should say, not mash, an instant mesh. We just really got along well, and they seemed to like what I brought.
Right. Awesome. I have another question for you.
Okay.
When it comes to voice acting, do you find it easier than acting in front of a camera or on stage acting like theater? Theater is challenging for a lot of people because it's like a projection. When you're in front of a camera, you can yell, cut, and then try to retake it. Is voice acting more like that, just punching voiceovers, or do you really embody the character, while you're voice acting? How much commitment do you have to give to it in a pair of pajamas?
Yeah, you commit 100%. Within the confines of a 5x5 foot little room there.
Right.
So you're obviously not moving around. You're on the microphone. So it is completely different. It's a craft all of its own.
Right.
There's Fraser. Hi.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Don't mind, my computer actually really old, like a little wheelchair thing going through. Get on here.
I like this. This looks like it was a pandemic growth. Is that what you always have that, or is that just from the year?
Pandemic did it. I was trying to go for a decade, and all of a sudden they came no haircut. Boom! Whoa!
Too
I always to cut it. He said he's not going to cut it. Too many years to grow it.
I've had all kinds of looks. I shaved my head as soon as the pandemic started, and then I've had my full growth of beard. My mother said I looked old, so you better shave that. So I did.
My mom said the same thing. She had mom's the same way. I told you that. It's the mom thing, huh? Too much pressure. Cut it off.
Well, mine's all white, so that didn't help any.
I got white too. See, I got a little white fix it. I'm getting there. See?
Did you see Stephen Colbert when the pandemic started? He grew out his beard. It was all white. He looked like Santa Claus.
I know, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But anyway, to finish your thought, George, being on the motion capture stage, we're talking about the difference between voice acting and being on stage. So when you're on the motion capture stage, that's much more like doing a live play.
Right.
I grew up, grew up when I was in my 20s in New York City doing off-Broadway stuff. And so I fell in love with theater way back then. Did some in LA, directed a little bit of theater in LA, but it's in the booth. committing to that character in that little the confines of being on a microphone, it's a whole nother craft. So you have to get used to creating that world right here as opposed to right here.
Right. Right.
It's a lot of fun. It's a whole nother thing to get a hold of.
I know. I can imagine being scrapped up all that stuff on. You get to be like a little kid all over again and use the magic to go wild like I'm Superman. Well, I really am Superman right now.
That's right.
Yeah, it really is. It's very cool because I tell a lot of people exactly that. It's kind of like going back to being a kid and playing make believe because you're in a stage that's all white. It's just all white walls and then like 200 cameras facing you.
Wow.
And then you look over at the TV monitor, and in one case, I play Master Chief in Halo, right? So I look over, and there's Master Chief, and I go, and Master Chief goes, he's moving. I'm making Master Chief move. I'm like, what? How is that possible?
Right.
I know, right? Like, hey, I can do something. Can you do this? Oh man. But like, what are other experiences? I know me. I'm slowly getting into that. I do voiceover class and stuff. I did some theater. So I don't know about you, but the harder part of me is to get your voice to tweak just the way you want it to on certain part of up and down pitch. You know, every time you read a script, they had a part of you super excited. Hi, what happened? I lost my
right. Exactly.
You gotta switch motion so fast. Like what techniques you use to do that? Be able to switch from extremely happy to what the heck blew up over here to like, oh wow.
Well, that's just acting chops. I mean, you have to go to acting class and get to really understand where the intention for certain emotions comes from, and really what your job is to do is to choose something to do. So if I'm gonna my choice may be Fraser, for you, my choice may be to ingratiate you. And that's a really good word. That's like a word that can get into your imagination. Go, I'd really like to bring you in and ingratiate you to me. I really want you to like me. And so that's where it sets in there. That's what the intention is. And so then you find, and that also gets outside of your head, so you don't become self-conscious on the microphone. And it gives you something to do, like facing outward.
Nice.
Let me ask you, Bruce, with all the YouTubers now and famous people, and with a phone you can become social media famous. Where do you think?
If you're young.
Yes, if you're young, right?
If you're young.
So where do you think a lot of people moving into acting have failed? Is it because they have 1 million viewers and they think that they've made it, or where's that disconnect? Because what you're talking about is actually taking classes, skills, learning, and things of that nature. And what somebody who may have 1 million followers is saying, look, I have the audience right now. Where do you think that disconnect is?
I think you answered your own question. It's the difference between resting on your influencing image or really getting serious about a craft. And I think that's the big difference right there. It separates the wheat from the chaff, however, whatever metaphor you want to use. And you can people can see it. Even normal fans can tune in. They can feel authenticity or not. They see it, they sense it, they call BS on it. Unfortunately, in a lot of ways, well, I don't say unfortunately, because success is success no matter how you look at it. If somebody wants to, if somebody's getting famous and pulling in a bunch of fans and a bunch of money, God bless them,
Right.
They've got something that they're offering and people are buying. So that's cool. But if you want to call yourself a performer or an actor, you sort of have to go there, and you have to work on some chops, and you have to sort of prove it,
True.
Right. So commitment is the key.
Exactly. I know some people, I would say, some actors have said that they measure success differently as other people see their success. Like obviously Denzel said his success basically on how he improved his craft, perfects his craft, make people understand that what he be doing is believable. And so fans, oh my God, Denzel Washington, he did this big movie, broke 20-something billion last week. Oh my God, that's how they measure success, by how many people you bring into the box office. Stuff like that. That's how somebody measure. That's a great point you made, though. That's a great point you made.
Yeah, there was back in the 90s, I was social friends with Jacob Dylan from the Wallflower.
Yeah.
It was when the first record came out, their first record came out, and it was a huge hit. And so we used to hang out all the time. You know, we had several mutual friends. So, and I was playing guitar in a band. I was really cool. I was trying to be a rock star at that point.
Nice.
We played a bunch of shows together, locally here in LA. And anyway, we were hanging out one time, and I went up to his house, and he goes, "Hey, look at that! Look at my coffee table." There was like 5 film scripts on his coffee table that his agent sent to him. He was just offered roles in major motion pictures, and he's just a singer in a rock and roll band.
Right.
Yeah.
And he turned them down. He said, "Dude, I respect you too much for what you do. I'm not an actor. I'm not gonna put myself out there like that to get shit. I leave that to pros like you." So, and hats off to him for recognizing that.
That is true, because a lot of people don't listen to that and just jump right into it and be like, "Oh, I can do it." No, not the same thing. I mean, there's some people that actually got successful with it, but even they say they worked. Look at Will Smith. He's one of the few artists to transition over to acting and actually perfect it. Like he said, when he did the first role, he was super nervous. He said, "Yeah, all these people acting for years and years." He's like, "I'm a newcomer. What I do now?"
Right.
It's nerve-wracking as hell.
Exactly. And he said, but he learned from them. The best thing, you in a place where you can learn from great people, you become a great actor. Like he said, he learned from great people. And he tell people, if you want to be an actor, learn from the best. Don't learn from just anybody. Because
that's the thing. And again, he's got so much damn talent.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to, put your ego aside, no, he didn't have to do that. He could be Will Smith and he could just go, I'm a star anyway. But no, he put his ego aside and he said, "I want to learn this."
Right.
And he did. And that's smart to me. It's super smart.
Exactly. I mean, that's the best way to show people respect in that craft. At the same time, they get them to gain respect for you and your craft. Obviously, actors have tried singing. I mean, remember David Hasselhoff? Who knew he was a singer before he actually started acting? You know what I'm saying? But he was a great singer in Germany. He was super hot. A lot of albums. And wait, David Hasselhoff was a singer? No, you're kidding me.
Yeah.
Look at Eddie Murphy. He had a lot of hit albums before he really got into acting. But nobody hears about him.
And he had that high-pitched voice, Eddie Murphy.
Exactly. The problem with that is in this country, we can't accept talent for talent. You either have to be an actor, you have to be a comedian, or you have to be a singer. You can't mesh all of that together and be you at different times.
Right.
And so, a lot of actors, David Hasselhoff, Eddie Murphy, just to name a few, got pigeonholed and never really learned for their talent. We only just saw them as a TV actor or a movie actor or a comedian, which is, basically, it's sad for us because what I'm learning now is creators are creative anywhere you are, that inspiration, that thought, and it's all relative, it's all contributing to the bottom line, in their mindset, because we're all growing. If you're not growing.
Yeah, Donald Glover is a perfect example. Look at him, all the stuff that he does.
Right.
Sure.
Definitely. So besides voiceover work, what are some of the things that you're doing? I know you don't do that 24/7.
No, it feels like I'm here on call 24/7 because I have auditions that come in late. This is due in 20 minutes. Get it in. So I kind of feel like a doctor sometimes. I'm always here. Honestly, this is going to sound boring and it sounds like an old white guy thing, but I love golf. I love playing golf, and I'm fairly good at it. So I get to go around because of who I am. I get to invited to these, charity golf events, which I'm going to do one on Monday, and then I'm going to another one at the end of the month. In Florida, so I get to support these great charities and lend a hand that way, and it's something that I love to do. So it's a pastime.
Nice. I love golf too. Everybody love golf.
I haven't golfed yet. I mean, I've mini golfed with my kids, but I haven't golfed.
I golfed a little, but I wouldn't call it golf. Club around, the ball around. Well, I wouldn't call it golfing, but
go bang the ball around. Yeah.
I wouldn't call it golf.
That's fine. Just to get together with some friends and get outside is fun.
Exactly. I need a teacher. I'm going to call you up and give you a teacher. You got to teach me this time.
Done.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. See, I got my hat already. Don't be surprised. You see one of the checker shirt on, like the hat on there. I'm ready to go, buddy. Like, no.
It'd be like Frasier. I was joking, but no, Frasier will show up.
I was so right there with the heart right there.
Oh, you were serious.
Real Bruce, what's going on, buddy? I was just kidding, man. I really was just kidding.
That's
Just
too
pay for
funny.
money. You got money?
That was just for the camera, George. I mean, Fraser. That was
That's
just for the
right.
camera.
That's right.
I know, right?
That's right.
But I got one for you though. Now, you played in one of my movies. I had to go back and watch the movie again. Legally Blonde. Now, please tell me, how do you manage to do that role? Because I'm looking at you. You got that nice physique, and it goes like a comedy role. Like, how do you do that, right? You got to tell me. That had to be the coolest thing ever to go trend outside the norm.
Yeah, that I got very fortunate. You know, it's pretty cool. I was I was on jury duty. I've told this story before, but it's kind of fun. It's so Hollywood. I was doing jury duty, and the case, it was on a Friday. The case was let out about noon, and so I called my agent. And I said, "Well, the case was just, you know, settled. Whatever, we're done. I'm home." So he said, "Okay, great. We got a last minute call for a film. So why don't you go over to," and I lived right by Universal at the time, literally 3 yards from it. I could just walk there. So I walked over to Universal. I said, go see the director for this thing. So I did. I didn't even know the script. I didn't, obviously, last second, right? So it was UPS guy. This what? Didn't even have a name. So did this. I did the scene for the casting director, Joseph Middleton, and then I walk out the door, heading to the front door of the building to go walk home, and he comes running down the hall behind me. He says, "The director just watched you live on the video camera. He said, 'You're in. Come to the table read on Monday. You got the film.'" And that was Legally Blonde, and it changed my whole career.
Right.
Wow.
It was only one read. Usually you have 4 or 5 callbacks.
Yeah.
You have to jump through hoops to impress everybody that's associated with the film.
Yeah.
This was the easiest thing I've ever done, and it's probably what I'm most known for, you know?
Right.
No, I saw it. I saw it. I'm like, that's hilarious, man. He was hilarious. And it was so funny. He was like, "Can I have you pick drive like that come from my house there?"
There's, first of all, working with Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I know that was fun. I know that was fun.
She is so damn funny. I mean, she could read the phone book. She's so damn funny. She's, you know, and I have to give half the credit to the director, who said to me before we shot, he goes, "Just go for it." I said, "I've got an idea. What if because I was originally written and cast just to be, you know, let's remember this was 20 years ago, so it was a little different thing, but just to be an attractive guy that Jennifer was attracted to. You know, here's this UPS guy that comes in every day and she's attracted to him. I said, what if we turn the tables? What if it's me that's in love with her?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, go for it. Let's see what that looks like.
Nice.
Just go for it. And so we started playing around with that, and that's how it turned out.
Nice.
That's amazing, man. I was like, you got to part, George.
To answer your question, Fraser, I wasn't trying to be funny at all. I was just, and here it goes back to intent, right? I was just trying to impress her. That was my whole goal, is just to impress her, to make her.
I wish you did. Though. I bet you impressed her. I bet you was surprised. Though. Look, if I cut it out though, she right there. I like it.
I made her aware that I had a big package for her.
It's too funny. Too funny. Bruce, let me ask you, how has streaming services like Netflix and Amazon changed the game? Has it given projects more outlets, or has it constricted it a little bit more?
Well, yeah, way more opportunities to get on, projects. But at the same time, because the window for fandom for each one of those projects is smaller and smaller and smaller, the money there is smaller and smaller and smaller. So, yeah, and also, it's harder to get noticed on any one of those given projects, unless there's a good PR machine behind the studio that's going to splash it out there and make sure people don't, like, what's that show? Fleabag? Fleabag was on, really cool. It's a different kind of take
everything, yeah. It's interesting.
On the show. But yeah, so they promoted the hell out of it and they got noticed. Same thing with Handmaid's Tale, same thing with, a lot of stuff like that. So if you don't get the PR machine behind you, you can get lost in all that. Because there's so much content out there. But it's so funny because I don't have any more opportunity because there's more content. I still don't. It's still as hard to get a job.
Right.
Wow, that's crazy, right? It's crazy.
crazy.
It's so many projects coming out there, and jobs tend to get less. You did the opposite. You did more projects, more jobs. You know, like it's
Worked over, yeah.
It's crazy. Now I was there like me when I was starting in the film industry, they were telling me like how hard it was for anybody to get in. They always say stereotype this, but it's anybody hard to get in there if you don't know nobody. I know you, you know me, and me talk. Oh, I know you. Ain't you that guy I saw that we filming Hot Dog? You was so nice. It was a guy on another Netflix who was telling how he became an actor. He said he worked at one of the shop down the street from the studios. Every day the guy came in, never knew the guy's name, don't know who he was. He bought hot dog from him. And he says, hot dog. Okay, cool. I'll get hot dog. So he kept giving him hot dog, put a cup with it. One day he said, you know what? You gave me hot dog every single day. You and that, who am I? The guy buy hot dogs?
Now, who's this?
Who you are or something?
Who's that?
Forgot his name. It's a young guy.
He's a working actor now?
Yeah, he's a working actor now. He's
Wow.
pretty famous on certain he do a lot of romantic comedies now.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, you fit the right part for me. So, what's that? You're good looking and you said hot dogs to a lot of women. I watched it online, so obviously I used it for my movie because I needed somebody who's attractive who can say anything. That's you.
Right.
He just picked him up, right, put him on the screen and said, don't say nothing. I need you to be quiet.
But yeah, he had to prove it, right? I mean, you do.
Yeah.
People can get that opportunity, but
Right.
then you've got to prove it.
Exactly.
You go get on camera and you go, hello, Mrs. Robinson. Cut, you're fired.
Exactly.
Right.
Next time, dog, step up.
That happened to me too.
Absolutely.
The first day I did a play, I was all hyped. I was like, yeah, I got to play. I'm going to do it. I got it. So you got to put it on the spot. Son, I need you to do that better than that, please. Can you enunciate your words better? Pronunciate. Well, who? Pause. Who? A knocker? No. I'm sorry. I'm going to go.
Too funny.
We were
Well,
doing
Frank-
Hall Pass. We were doing the Fairley Brothers film Hall Pass. And what's his name? Not Robert Evans. Dwight Evans, baseball player, was with myself and with Christina Applegate and with Jenna Fisher, and we were on a baseball field. And that's why he was the Fairley Brothers loved to cast regular people in their film.
Yeah, exactly.
And so Dwight Evans is there, big famous baseball player, been famous his whole life, but now he's older. And so he's in this film with us. And he had like 3 lines. And it took him forever to get the lines out. And he turned to us and he goes, oh my God, I don't know how the hell you guys do this.
Right.
Crazy.
Right.
It's you. I mean, the hype is all good once you get in front of that camera. I mean, everybody's all the time, I got this. Yeah, I'm this. You know who I am? Get in
Ready
front
to
of
go.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
it bites the butt. The back says, so we know who you are now?
Exactly. But a lot of people don't understand it's that fear of failure. Anything that you step into, you step outside of your comfort zone. I said it on this show a lot of times, I hate public speaking. I hate it with a passion. And the only way that I get through it.
So do I. Ironically, if I could stand up and give a speech, I would probably go into a coma. I hate that.
Right.
Because
but the only way that I get
a reflection on me personally. If I'm acting, I'm putting myself in somebody else's life, and I'm kind of committing to that. But if I'm giving a speech, suddenly it's all about me, and
Right, absolutely. The ways that I get through it, Bruce, is I remember that I'm the martial arts instructor. And so everybody has information that I'm trying to get to them. You see what I mean? Yeah. So it takes the onus off of me, and it's almost like me teaching them a pattern or teaching them certain things in different contexts. So yeah, we're not talking about martial arts. We might be talking about real estate, or we might be talking about something else, but I'm still the instructor. You know what I mean? And that's the only way my mind works to be able to do it.
You've already got a craft. You're acting. And
exactly.
That's the way I would have to look at it. I would have to approach it like, okay, this is just another character I'm playing.
Right.
Exactly. I'm playing me.
You're playing me.
I'm playing Bruce Thomas, not me.
Exactly.
Bruce, let's talk about mentorship real quick.
Yeah.
How do you feel about mentorship? Do you have actors that you mentor now, or what are you doing towards that?
Not specifically. I have, I have a couple of people that have called me over the years, and I've helped out, usually in voiceover though, because I feel like it's a specific craft that people want to know about, and so especially young people in their 20s, and they don't do anything, they haven't done anything yet, and so I've had to, okay, sure, I don't know you, but come on over, let's work it. Let me see what you've got. Send me your reel. Let me hear it first, and let's come and let's play. I'll give you some options. We'll give you some things to do in the booth, some things to think about, and it's always eye-opening for them. Now, it's a great question. It's one that I would like to pursue, whether it would be through teaching or just going and helping out at a local playhouse, a little high school or middle school or something like that. Would be cool.
Right.
I don't have that in my life at the moment. It's a good question.
Okay. What are some tips that you can give?
Let me get it right quick.
Wait, hold on. Go ahead, Fresh.
Okay, wait, Joe. I know what Joe do. I know if I do this, but let me ask you a question. Because some young kids don't know the difference between an audio demo and a real demo. I mean, the audio demo is a lot different than a real demo. The one is visual and one is audio. Like, can you explain to them the difference in them and which one they can perfect? This one better than the other, one not so good. Which one you prefer to do your first time out? Like, give them clarity on that a little bit. But
which one do you prefer as well?
Exactly.
Well, you have to have both. If you're going to be on camera, well, it depends on what you want to do. If you're going to just be an on-camera actor, then obviously a regular demo on camera is the way you want to go.
Right.
For an audio demo, that's for voice work. It's like listening to the radio. You put together back to back commercials or video game character performances, and you just sort of slam them together and make a presentation just like you're listening to a radio, and there's 3 or 4 commercials back to back, giving somebody that's listening to it an example of your range of the different kind of characters that you could possibly be thought of doing. Deep voices, high voices, all that kind of fun stuff. So you can throw that all on there. And that's the best part about an audio demo is nobody knows what you look like that's listening to it. So you can just go out there, put on a mask, and be anybody in the world. It's kind of fun. That's the funnest part. But an on-camera demo, you should take more time in honing in on things that you are right for physically.
Right.
The kind of characters you would be right for physically. You have to really narrow that down. And again, get good coaching, make sure they're solid. And you can still do a range of things, and you should give somebody an idea of what you're possibly capable of doing, but it should be within realistic categories of what you would be cast in.
Nice. So I have a question. With your vast knowledge that you have in this industry, what tips would you give somebody getting into this industry, or would you say go do something else?
If you can, go do something else.
Every actor that we've had on this show says that. You really have to love this in order to do this.
You guys get to see, and you guys have sort of added up. You get to look at my resume and add up all the victories.
Right.
But between all of those, there's a whole bunch of pain. And I'm not trying to be cynical with anybody that wants to do this.
Right.
But realism, the realistic part of it is, like, for example, right now, I haven't worked that many jobs so far in this year. I had a great year last year. I did 3 huge games and was busy all the time.
Exactly.
This new year started, I did a little, I'm part of this new game that I can't mention, but I've done a little bit of that. And for the last month and a half here, I'm sitting here going, oh my God, my bank account's going down. Where's the next job? And that's your life.
Right.
That's going to be your life. And sometimes that can last a year.
Right.
Wow.
Realistically.
Right.
But that's good though. It's good to get the realistic part of it, because some people think it's so easy. I don't know, like this Samuel Jackson. He one of a few people that started at age 40 or 40 something, really his career and progressed. So, but everybody can't imitate that same success. It may not be the same.
And the time has changed too to be able to do that.
Could you imagine if 45 gonna be actors and everybody saying you're too old? We need some younger. Then somebody you get hit all the time. "Oh, we need somebody for a younger, funnier part." And you're like, "I can be young, say weirdo." Right. We don't. You know, like you said, the voiceovers. Like when I was going, I love playing different characters because we did. You know, read G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe told you, "Hey, come get me." No, I'm going the other way. Stop, kill me later. I mean, you did that when you were going up, but you really didn't know you were doing it.
Right.
People just get it playing. You know, now people do it in real life. Like, you do that in real life. That's gotta be awesome.
Yeah.
I saw one of your posts. You said, "I'm playing Batman." That's like a childhood dream.
That's right. Right.
That surely was a childhood dream come true for me, man. That was awesome.
I can imagine the joy.
The quick story there was it was a Christmas break. It was between Christmas and New Year's. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go on vacation that year, so I was kind of hanging out, and I was just about to become a car salesman. Honestly. Now you're asking me my advice to other people?
Yeah.
My advice to myself. Dude, it's been a while. Get out there and make some money. So
Right.
I trained to be a car salesman. So I bought all my white shirts and my black pants, and I started taking these training courses, and I found out how to screw people over when it comes to selling the car.
Right.
And then my agent called me just after Christmas and said, "Hey, are you still in town?" I said, "Yeah. The people are doing a commercial, so go down and meet the director." And it was Andrew Davis who directed The Fugitive. Big film.
Nice. I love that film.
So now get this. So I had a goatee at the
I
time.
gotta see that one. I gotta see that picture.
Now Batman, what's the only part of his face that everybody sees? Just
Right.
this.
Right.
So I said, I don't give a damn. I don't care anymore. I'm just going to go in and meet this guy. I don't give a shit. So I went in there and I met the guy, had a great time. Of course, they called me and said, "You got it."
Yeah, exactly.
What? Are you
Right.
serious? So I played Batman for the next 3 years in these national commercials, made a whole bunch of money. It was just the most amazing thing. And I'm like, they pulled me back in.
Right. Right.
Oh,
Right.
it's a crazy life. It's a crazy life. So you have to be very, very resilient. You know, the whole cliche about having a tough skin, a thick skin, you really, really do. And you don't know what that means until after you've gone through a bunch of it.
Right.
Yeah, after a bunch of tears and a bunch of just anxiety and then victories also along the way. And you go, "Oh my God, this feels great. This is the way it's supposed to feel every day." And it doesn't. So
Right.
it's hard. It's just hard, especially if you have a family. You've got a wife.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it's different when you're single and you don't have no responsibility behind you. You can take risk. When you got a family, your risk kind of like, this is very little.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, I need to make some money. And I'm going to do it outside. Call me later. You got something. If it's good, big enough, I'll leave. If it's not, I'll stay working.
That's right.
You know?
It's always that thing. You always got in the back of your mind, like, what else could I do? What else could I do?
Exactly.
What else could I
I'm
do?
going to throw a question at you. Have you thought of being a director yourself? Have you been honest?
I have directed theater.
Yeah.
And yeah, when I was doing Kyle XY, it was up in Vancouver. It was a series on ABC Family, for those that don't know. It was on 3 seasons, and I was a regular. I was the dad of the show. So I was working every week. Fantastic. It was one of those huge, huge victories. I'm like, for 3 years straight, I was on cloud 9, walking around like, oh my God, I've got a show. I'm on a show.
Right.
It was amazing. And so, yes, I did go to the producers and I said, I want to train Trail. I want to learn how to be a director in television. And so they said, okay. It was at the end of during the 3rd season. So they said, okay, we're going to pick a director for you to follow, and you can do that, shadow him. That's how it works in television. You have to take advantage of your opportunities, right? I was a director on a show, so can I do this? Yes.
Right.
Okay, let's do it. So we had it all set up to do. The next season was going to start, and then we were canceled.
Oh, man,
wow. 3 seasons.
that sucks. You know, hype like, yes. Huh? Are you kidding me? It's my debut.
Yeah.
Give me these 2 episodes. Just give me
Did I do the final word? I don't know. Say anything.
anything, right?
Anything.
Maybe do the voiceover for the last thing. At least get that out there too. This is the end of Thursday.
Crazy. But how did you bounce back from that? The real question. How did you bounce back from that? Did you find another show, or it just was dead for you?
You know what's there was some. I'm shaking my head because the timing sometimes in life, the timing is either really good. Sometimes you can do that, jump right into another show. In this case, the show was canceled the same month that the banking industry fell apart.
Oh man.
Lehman Brothers and all that stuff came down the exact same month. And so the economy went
Right.
go down to nothing. And there was no work for the next, as we all know, for a year and a half, 2 years.
Yep.
And by then, once you start coming back, my agents are out there going, hey, how about Bruce Thomas? Well, what did he last do? Well, Kyle XY, he was on Kyle XY. Oh, well, that was a while ago.
Right. Right.
Yeah, we're a winner, right? Like,
Right.
it was something though, right? I did something recent. Yeah, it recent though.
Crazy.
So the
That's
timing of that was just horrible, obviously. And so it took, I felt like I was, what it felt like is I was having to start all over again, George. It just felt like now I'm back to square one. Now I have to go out there and sell myself again. And that's the way it always is. And that's sort of when all of that happened, to be honest with you, that's when I decided to switch to voiceover. Or not switch, but add voiceover.
Right.
So I started working on it really, really hard.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true though. But have you thought right now, like now you have time to like actually go back and study of being a director now on your own time and like the downtime you have and start working on small projects? Like I know some actors now do like film festivals. They enter in the film, do a small introduction into film, get a little snatch in here, get the criticism, then go back and do it again and again. You thought of doing that?
Doing what exactly? I didn't catch all.
Like film directing film festivals. Like take time and direct your own little film. The film festival is not a big spotlight, but it's enough to get you noticed.
Well, thanks for teeing that up because I do have a project that I just finished.
Nice. See, Frage, we got to pull it out of him, Frage.
It's a TV pilot that a partner and I did. It was actually his idea. His name is Adam Lopez, and the pilot is called Short Adam. And it's a little 30-minute show that's it sort of makes fun of Hollywood and acting. And I play this really douchebag kind of wealthy mama's boy kind of guy. And I've got a whole bunch of money, but I don't have the scruples and the character that you would admire. So and there's a woman named Luna Star. She's a porn star in real life, and she plays my girlfriend. She plays herself. She plays Luna Star.
Wow.
And so it's just going to be a funny take, hopefully, on Hollywood. In short, Adam refers to the fact that my partner Adam is a short guy,
Right.
but he's also short in character and short in money and short in a lot of different metaphorical ways, right? And so he and I team up and we come up with a way to swindle people out of money. And in Hollywood, of course, it's a Hollywood show, so. So we'll see. We've just finished it. We're putting together the trailers and stuff like that. So we're going to try to get out. We're submitting it to festivals at the moment, and so
Nice.
we'll see what the feedback is, and then we'll try to get out there and see if anybody wants to listen to it and try to sell it.
You gotta let us know. We'll help you. You gotta let us know when it come out. We got your back. We got you back. We family now. We got your back. We'll promote like crazy.
No doubt. No doubt. Sounds hilarious. Listen,
It's not a
tell
good
everybody
way.
where they can find you on social media, Bruce.
Where can they find me?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
On Instagram, it's at Mr. Bruce Thomas, Mr. Bruce Thomas. And on Twitter, it's Reel, REEL, like the demo reel.
Right.
Real Bruce Thomas on Twitter. On TikTok, it's what's it on TikTok? It's Bruce. It's brand new. I just got TikTok. I got little funny videos. I'm doing a little takeoffs on Adler. This is Adler behind me. This a fan.
Yeah,
Right.
I see that picture.
Nice.
I love that character.
That's from Call of Duty. That's my character. Anyway, so on TikTok, I do these little hopefully funny little videos, little things that are Adler just doing dumb stuff.
I like that though. I
Nice.
gotta look you. I gotta look you up. I'm on TikTok too. So you know, these phrases, but ask on TikTok. I look you up.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so much fun. I love this. This is fun.
Bruce, listen, we want to appreciate you being on the show and taking the time out of your day to talk to
Definitely,
us.
definitely.
Thank you guys. This was a lot of fun. It's a blast.
So much. And we definitely love to have you back to talk about more of your projects.
It definitely. You're
Thank
family now. You're family now. You come anytime you feel like it.
I love it.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Take care, guys.
Take care. Oh man.
Told you we got a banger. You guys thought we were joking. We talked about everything. Hollywood,
Everything.
Call of Duty. We talked about being a car salesman. We talked about everything, man.
Everything. See, hey, I was a car salesman there, right? But it was a short-lived trip.
I'm sure it was, Frage. I'm sure it was.
That was short. Everybody started walking in the office, walking out of the office.
Listen, we want to thank Bruce for being on the show. Listen, check us out. We have more shows coming, more talent coming. Keep focused.
Definitely.
Everybody stay blessed. Hey, this is George.
So Friday got a portrait coming on. That's a portrait for your ladies out there. Good portrait. Yeah, that's Frage. Peace.
All right. That was Real Talk with George and Frazier.
Crazy.
Everybody stay blessed. See you tomorrow.
Yes.
Peace.